Hey gang, Todd Hoshaw here with PPG Paints. Have you ever walked into a unit that's been painted for turn and think something just doesn't look quite right here? Oftentimes, we repaint the unit in a rush to get it ready for turn, and we miss some of the key components in painting the wall correctly. Then we walk back into the unit and see that the cut-in at the ceiling is jagged, the trim work around the doors isn't straight, or it isn't caulked properly. Or we see different stipple patterns when we look down the wall. Getting these aspects of the paint job right are key to a great looking room. Well, we've got some quick easy tips that make that repaint a breeze. Let's start off by taking a look at the ceiling line. Not pleasing to the eye, is it? Well, here's a tip to help your maintenance crew or painters make that line nice and crisp. If you have time to tape the line across the ceiling or trim, using a tape manufactured to prevent paint bleed through, this will obviously give you the straightest, cleanest line. If not, holding the brush correctly gives you much more control when cutting that line in by eye. Next, let's check out the cut-in at the trim and doors. Again, taping is the preferred method of cutting in a line at your trim and your baseboard. Caulking these areas properly can alleviate those holes and gaps that stand out like a sore thumb. Whenever you have a mark or stain in the wall, it's best to use a primer which is specifically formulated for coverage of these types of stains. Here we have two figures drawn on the wall. One will be painted with just the finish coat, and the other spot primed with one of our PPG Paints primer sealers formulated for just such a stain. Wow, just look at the difference here. The figure on the right is completely covered, but our unhappy guy on the left is still showing through. Lastly, let's address the stipple pattern at your walls. When painting a wall, you should always finish each trip to the wall with your roller by performing what we call a knockoff. This technique, dragging the roller in one motion down, keeps the stipple going in one direction, which will stop that end-looking pattern from showing up in your finish. As you can see, by following these application tips, you can take that not quite right look to wow, these walls look fantastic. Remember, training is available from PPG Paints on any of these application techniques, so contact your local PPG Paints representative or visit us at ppgpaints.com for a location near you.